All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're talking about an AI platform that is completely changing the game for retail businesses. We're going to break down how it takes these huge mountains of data and turns them into smart, actionable insights that you can actually use.
So, what's under the hood? Well, the platform's power really comes from four key areas. You've got natural language queries, real-time market intelligence, demand forecasting, and risk analysis. We're going to explore how each one of these gives retailers a serious competitive edge.
You know, this question really gets to the heart of the problem for so many retailers today. Does this sound familiar? You are absolutely swimming in data, sales figures, inventory reports, customer feedback. But actually turning all of that stuff into smart, decisive action, that's where things get tricky. To really appreciate the solution, I think we first have to understand the problem. So let's take a quick look at the traditional way of doing things in retail and see where the cracks really start to show. Okay, get this number. 40%. That is a staggering amount of time that a team can lose just getting data ready to be analyzed. We're talking about almost half the work week spent on these manual, tedious tasks before you can even begin to uncover the real insights. And that inefficiency, it just creates this massive domino effect. Your data gets trapped in what we call silos, right? That means your website team can't see what's in the store inventory, and marketing has no clue what the supply chain is planning. This leads to slow, reactive decisions based on old information. Forecasting becomes a total guessing game. Manual analysis is full of errors, and you're left with these huge blind spots on your competitors and on compliance. It's just a recipe for falling behind. But what if there was a better way? This is where a totally new approach comes into play. It's all about creating a single, unified source of intelligence for your entire operation. So instead of having all this fragmented data scattered everywhere, you get one single holistic view. The platform connects all of your data sources, from your point-of-sale systems and ERP to your CRM and e-commerce, and basically creates one unified brain for your entire business. And the result of that? Well, you get a team that's no longer just digging for data, they're actually empowered by it. They can get instant answers, they can anticipate future trends with predictive insights, and they have an automated system that's constantly protecting them from risk. Okay, now let's explore the four core features that give your business some pretty cool new superpowers. We'll start with the one that completely changes how you even interact with your data in the first place. This first feature is a real game changer. It's all about what we call democratizing data, making it accessible to everyone on your team, not just the data scientists. This is where the magic really starts. Okay, check this out. It's a great example. You can just type a simple question like, show me the top 5 SKUs, that's stock keeping units, by profit margin in the Northeast. The system totally understands your question and immediately gives you back a clear, visualized answer. No coding, no complicated software, just plain English. The benefits here are huge. Anyone on your team can get the insights they need exactly when they need them. The AI even suggests follow-up questions, maybe something like, why did this one SKU drop in December, which helps you dig even deeper. And with shareable exports, everyone can show up to meetings prepared. It basically turns everyone into a data analyst.
All right, on to superpower number 2, market intelligence. Because look, it's not enough to just understand your own business. You need a crystal clear view of the entire market landscape. This dashboard is basically your command center for the competitive landscape. You can track your market share, you can monitor competitor pricing in real time, and you can even gauge customer sentiment. This means you're no longer reacting to old news. You're making proactive decisions based on what's happening right now. And this intelligence is designed to be actionable. You can spot when a competitor launches a new product, you can identify emerging trends in your category, and you can understand what customers are really saying about your products through sentiment analysis. Plus, you get smart alerts for any big market shifts. Now for our third superpower, demand forecasting. This one tackles one of the oldest, most persistent challenges in retail, having the right products in the right place at the right time. So instead of just relying on historical averages and, let's be honest, a bit of guesswork, this AI-powered forecasting predicts customer demand with pretty remarkable accuracy. It helps you find that perfect balance between preventing those costly stockouts and avoiding wasteful overstock. It can even alert you when a product is trending and you're at risk of selling out. The real power here is in the granularity. This isn't just some high-level prediction for the whole country. We're talking about forecasts at the individual store and SKU level. You can even simulate the impact of a new marketing campaign. And best of all, the AI is constantly learning, getting more and more accurate with every single transaction. Finally, our fourth superpower is all about protection, because in a complex world, you need an intelligent system that can automatically spot threats and keep your business safe. Think of this as your business's 24/7 health monitor. It automatically flags operational risks, from potential fraud to supply chain disruptions, and it makes sure you're staying compliant. It even gives you a real-time risk score, so you always have a clear picture of your operational health. This is how automation actively protects your bottom line. The system can spot unusual transaction patterns that could be a sign of fraud, automatically check for compliance with regulations, and even predict potential delays from your suppliers. And of course, you get instant alerts for any critical issues that pop up. So, we've seen the problem and we've seen the 4 key solutions. The next question is pretty obvious, right? How do you actually get started? Well, the whole process is designed to be surprisingly simple. It all comes down to these 4 steps. First, you connect your existing systems. It's a quick and easy process. Then you just start exploring your data by asking questions in plain English. Next, you can enable the advanced features like demand forecasting with just the flip of a switch. And finally, you set up automated alerts to keep an eye on what matters most. It's a really clear and fast path to a much smarter retail operation. And that really brings us to the end of our explainer. The technology to truly transform retail is here. It's moving businesses from being data-rich but insight-poor to being genuinely intelligent. So the only question left is, are you ready to harness that intelligence and lead the way?